Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you very much for listening to this YouTube channel. So today, May 11, our index extended its decline by 85.07 points or down 1.27% to close at 6,635.86. So as you know, there's this election hangover, no, from what happened last uh, Monday, no. So investors are still staying on the sidelines while waiting for uh, fresh leads, no. Lana, there's what we call the election related uncertainties, no, such as sino yung next cabinet members ni BBM, no, who will lead his cabinet. Of course, we all know that he is the president, no, the next president, and uh, he will be absorbing uh, a government that owes around 13 trillion pesos, no. Our debt to GDP is at around 61, no, percent ratio, which is very critical. Although in other developed countries mas mataas pa yan. So we're not in a panic mode yet, but definitely it's alarming, no. That's probably the right word there. uh, in the US, I've seen 120 times, no, debt to GDP ratio. But it's normal, no. It's how he can contain this. But we need some clear economic policies, no. Right now, he's still mum. He's still quiet. Probably busy from partying, no. There are news nga na there are pictures na we've seen him celebrating in Soler, no, with some of his ultra billionaire friends, no. And he's still silent on his next move. Probably sino yung form ng cabinet members, no, who will form his cabinet members. I have an idea. It looks like it will be Marcoleta on DOJ. For finance, probably it's Walter Wasmer and or Vic Veloso. But I would be surprised if he gets NEDA Secretary Carl Chua. But let's see, no. So we need more clues on the economic policies, so primarily pertaining to those sustainable economic recovery, no. Of course, inflation is also a concern right now, no, because of this ongoing war in Russia and Ukraine. Oil prices have been up, no, which is affecting uh, affecting us, no. Actually, tinamaan talaga dyan, it's the middle class. Unfortunately, they've been prepared, no. It's been preparing this second coming since 1992 when Imelda ran for president, no. Talagang it's a long game, no. And walang laban, no. The Lenny Robredo's team has no match. Talagang they were outnumbered by BBM's machinery, no? Imagine Lenny Robredo had this Angat Buhay program for the past 6 years. But what can you do if the opponent has been preparing this since 1992, no? So slowly, the Marcos family is back, and coincidentally, no, this year is also the 50th year of martial law anniversary. So I don't know if what will happen in the Philippines if we will remove February 25 as a national holiday and August 21, no, and replace it. I don't know, no. So there's a lot of uncertainties, no. So investors are also waiting for the inflation data of US, no, which can give more clues on the Fed Reserve's next policy steps, no. So volume was slightly lower at 6.14 billion, no, from yesterday's 8.76 billion pesos, no. Foreigners were net sellers with net outflows from around 441.63 million pesos. Like what I said yesterday, no, JP Morgan downgraded us, no. Of course, let's hope na wala nang susunod dyan, but I would be surprised if there will be others because there's a lot of uncertainties right now. There's no clear uh, economic reforms, economic programs, no. um, once BBM announce his cabinet members, probably there will be some rally, at least matuwa-tuwa na his team is very capable, no. Yun, no. There's a lot of concerns there. So good luck to us, no. On Friday there will be a Thanksgiving event for VP Lenny in QC Circle, no. Sabi ko naman, historically, election year is a good year for equities, no. After election year plus around 6 months, no. I think I have that data which we already discussed. Some, di ba? 5 out of 6, di ba? Parang ganun yung ratio, no. So we're hoping we will have a good year today. Hoping na walang political crisis, no. Ibang usapan na yun if mutiny or what, no. This is also the reason why we need to know his cabinet members na, no. I heard Sara Duterte wants to lead the Department of Defense, no. That will require ROTC. Of course, that's nationalism, that's di ba? Anyway, that's something na ginagawa in other countries, but it's time for us. China also congratulated us, no. So I believe the BBM presidency is just a continuation of Duterte's projects, no. So let's see if the problem here is the debt, really, no. Where will he get the funding, no? So the cost of borrowing will be much higher na right now. And on corporate news, no, earnings report, no, A-Rate posted a first quarter core income of around 796 million, which is which is up 59% year on year and 5% quarter on quarter, no. So there. So some of the rates have been weak, no. So investors are staying on the sidelines, but let's see, no. So earnings continue to track expectations with the company's stable portfolio maintaining its high occupancy rate at 97%, although lower than the fourth quarter's high occupancy rate of 98%, no. So the revenue and EBITDA also grew to 12 billion, which is up 66% year on year, and EBITDA grew around 843 million pesos, which is up 58% year on year respectively, due to its significant expansion through 2021 from around 171 square meters gross lease area at the start of the year, no? So anyway, no, A-Rate will also further expand, no, in fourth quarter this year by infusing around 124,000 square meters of gross leasable area through another property for share swap with Ali, no. So we're talking about 250 million shares at 44.65 pesos per share. This would increase its portfolio to around 674,000 square meters, or up 23%, no? So the impact on earnings will be felt by fourth quarter this year, but the boost in dividend will only be felt next year first quarter, no? The next next year na. Anyway, last April 27, Ali also sold around 87.4 million A-Rate shares to lower its ownership to 61% from 66%, no. This is in preparation for the issuance to Ali no, next year to maintain the required minimum public ownership of 33%. No? Anyway, beyond this year, A-Rate is expected to further grow its capacity annually by 100,000 square meters gross leasable area until 2024 with assets valued around 10 to 15 billion. No? So anyway, no, A-Rate is a defensive proxy for the office segment due to its minimal downside risk given its properties are grade A and PESA accredited. No? It also maintains a high occupancy at 97%. Diba? They also give they also have quality tenants, no? Unlike other rates na panay pogo, no? This one is quality. Talagang they're here to stay. And A rate, no, gives a stable dividend yield, no? So despite its aggressive expansion since its IPO, no, debt levels of A rate is at manageable, no, 0.08 times, no. Debt to deposited property value ratio, no. So it's still one of the rate that offers the largest growth potential, no, with only around 26% of Ali's office infused in A rate, no. So that's worth mentioning, no. So there we expect more infusion here in the next few years, no. SM Prime, no. SM Prime reported first quarter 2022 earnings at 7.4 billion, which is up 15% year on year or up 20% quarter on quarter, no. So the growth was driven by malls, no, which is up 40% year on year, and hotels, no, which is up 104% year on year because of reduced restrictions and revenge spending, no. Despite the Omicron scare last January, no, people went out, no, spend, no. Total revenues, which is around 24% of full year, were in line, no. So anyway, no. AC, no. Please note that AC has acquired around 14 billion worth of shares in ASEN from its wholly owned unit, AC Energy and Infrastructure, or ACEIC, no. The next move here is they will issue property dividends to shareholders and to raise the public float of ASEN, no. So the ASEN, no, AC said that they acquired around 1.861 billion ASEN shares via block sale at 7 pesos and 60 centavos for a total of 14.14 billion, no. This move is after their board approved the declaration of property dividends consisting of ASEN shares acquired from ACEIC, no, to its common shareholders, no. So the ratio is 3 ASEN shares per 1 AC common shares. Anyway, the record date for the declaration of dividend is on May 27. Remember, record date yan, it's not the X date, no? So you should know the difference between X date and record date. Kailan ba dapat kayo bibili if you want to participate in this, no? You should know na, no? Anyway, no, this move will definitely increase the public float of ASEN from 15.9% to around 20.76%. Definitely meeting the 20% public float target of PSE by end of this year. Anyway, AC is definitely a viable alternative play, no, to its other fully valued units such as Globe and ASEN, no. And might as well ride on the recovery stories of both Ali and BPI, no. MPI, no, if you don't know, effective May 12, motorists using Cavitex will pay 33 pesos from the old rate of 25 pesos for class 1 vehicles and 67 pesos from 50 pesos for class 2 vehicles and 100 pesos from 75 pesos for class 3 vehicles, no? So anyway, no, the toll hike was largely been priced into the estimates of the market na yan, no? Anyway, no, this toll hike at Cavitex would add around 7% to the toll segment valuation. But the impact on MPI would be minimal, increasing it only by around what? 1 centavo? 10 centavos? Ganun. But this move will definitely MPI, no? Manny Pangilinan is preparing to list toll road business by 2024 or 2025. Globe, no? As we see, no? As we've seen, they're also looking to sell their tower assets, no? Although they're not in a hurry, no? So they yun nga, no? Nauna si PLDT and they noticed na why not also do the same, no? So by selling its towers, they could raise cash, no? But definitely they're studying it. FGen, no? If you don't know, their subsidiary EDC, no, which has been delisted in the market, no, reported a net income of 2.63 billion, which is down 19% year on year. The decrease was mainly due to higher cost of sale and higher provisions for income tax, bringing down its profit margin to only 24% in first quarter this year from 31% last year, no. Management also attributed the decline to the impact of the Typhoon Odette, no, and lower wind during the quarter. All HC, no, signed also an agreement with Flow Holdings One Philippines, no, to develop carrier-neutral data centers across Philippines. No, like what I said, also data centers is the next booming industry in the Philippines, no. So this is an alternative Flow Holdings is an alternative investment firm that provides digital infrastructure solutions to the region, no. So the initial rollout will launch a 4.5 megawatt capacity facility by fourth quarter next year, no. So they're also preparing for a double-digit annual growth for the data center market, no? Which is driven by data consumption, digitalization, data localization trends, and 5G connectivity, no? Go digital or go extinct, no? Yun yung trend, no? So even other listed companies are also studying doing the same, no? So definitely they're in the right direction, although details have yet to be finalized and disclosed, no? So let's see, no, rental rates, too little data, we cannot no, we cannot what's the right term there, masyadong raw, no? So masyadong hilaw pa, no? Anyway, the Duterte administration has also started their transition period, no? So the outgoing Duterte and the incoming Marcos administration have started their transition talks, no? Sonny Dominguez, which is our Department of Finance Secretary, said that the briefing has started, no? So anyway, let's wait for more news, no? Who's the incoming economic team, no? It's very crucial, no? So the formation of a competent cabinet will be critical for the incoming administration, especially they have to deal with an elevated fiscal deficit and national government debt levels, no? Of course, the market should also look at this BBM victory as a good news. Why? It's like a continuation from the BBM administration, no? That's the two sides, no? If Lenny wins, there's a lot of uncertainties, no? Definitely she's more investor friendly, but for a business owner, hindi mabasa, no? Is she pro mining? Is she like that, di ba? There's no clear ano no? Of course, foreign investors prefer her, but the local climate, this is also why you will see businessmen supporting BBM in his victory party in Soler, no? For VVIP, you will see na Kevin Tan of Mega World is there. Sabina Boitis is there. Greg Araneta, his brother-in-law, is there, and even Small Laude is there, no? I think Pops Fernandez is also there, no? So yun yung that's a good thing, and there's some continuity, especially with the build infrastructure program of President Duterte, and the next administration will take a look and improve this. Of course, the downside here is yun nga, if Lenny wins, you know, it's another reboot, no? Mahirap yung papalit-palit ng ruling party, no? So there's in transition period will be much longer. But yun nga, that's the bright side. That's something na titingnan ko na lang, no? I prefer Lenny to win, but the majority has spoken, no? So BBM, 'di ba? So RCBC, no? First quarter net income is up 36% year on year to around 2.1 billion. This is driven by robust core business growth. It's undervalued, but like what I said in my past video, the only time I will take a look at RCBC if they decide to sell this na, no? Crown, no? First quarter earnings is up 38% year on year, driven by increase in revenues across all divisions, no? Resulting to higher profits, no? Revenues is up 25% year on year to around 514.64 million. Like what I said, it's one of the cheapest company out there. Its market cap is at 1 billion, and they're earning around 100 million yearly, no? It's worth looking at, no? At SM, no? Their first quarter net income is up 27% year on year to 12 billion, while revenues is up 16% year on year to 112.1 billion, no? So I think most of their profit talagang galing sa ano no? So sa Atlas ano nila, no? Their stake in Atlas, no? Anyway, what we want from SM is nga, they showed continued recovery momentum with accelerating revenue and net income growth, no? So as a group, no, they're delivering pre-pandemic performance with strong recovery continuing in their business, no, which were hardest hit by the pandemic, no. Of course, there will be a lot of uncertainties, no, from geopolitical risks, but SM continues to see consumer confidence gaining momentum, no. So in their portfolio, no, it's BDO or the banks accounted for 49% of SM's consolidated net income, followed by the property at 29% and retail at 16%, no. Portfolio investments contributed around 6%, no. So the growth in SM portfolio's investment was led by Atlas, no, which reported net income up of around 191% to around 1.22 billion for the first quarter compared to the same period in 2021, no. This is boosted by higher production and higher metal prices, no. If you don't know, no, recently the shareholders of SM also approved the acquisition of Philippine Geothermal Production Company, or PGPC, no. So this is definitely in line with SM's strong commitments to sustainability and promoting renewable energy, no. RLC, no, which is one of the property stocks na I like, no. Their operating net income for first quarter from the domestic operations is up 12% year on year to 2.29 billion, no. No. ASEN, no, Uh, they also reported their first quarter revenues up 29.35% year on year to around 7.36 billion, which is driven by new operating capacity, which includes their two solar farms in the Philippines and in India, as well as several wind facilities in Vietnam. No, net income is down 61.08% year on year to around 752 million, no, which is driven by higher cost of purchase power due to elevated spot market prices. No. This is the breaking news today, no? But of course, like what I said, no, naging sell-on news. Uh, PHR, no? It's been one of the hottest stocks the past few days. No? Definitely, I'm not surprised here. Like what I said in this channel, we don't speculate. We anticipate. Finally, they disclose, no? That's how you speculate, eh. Know the business and know the performance. They need help. They cannot pursue the project anymore. That's why Dennis Uy called his good friend Enrique Razon. No? Enrique Razon just waited for the right timing to disclose. No? Just waited yun nga, after the election. No? Pero he's probably confident that it will be BBM who will win. Kaya nga, it was signed, I think, a term sheet was signed last week, no, before the elections, only to be disclosed today. So it covers the proposed investment of Bloomberry in Lapu-Lapu Leisure, which is developing the Emerald Bay. Dennis Uy's Clark Grand Leisure Corp, which is developing the Base Resort Hotel in Clark. No, of course, I don't know the future. No, it's a term sheet. It's non-binding. There's definitely a closing deal here. No, but Enrique Razon is the white knight there. He's in a shopping mode, no? From 2019, he started buying Manila Water from Ayala's. Uh, what else? Then Apex from the other shareholders. You know, he did a tender offer there, and right now it's PHR, no? So it's a term sheet. It's non-binding yet, but it looks like they will close it. But just watch out for the price, no? Definitely it's a white knight, so definitely it's a discounted price. I'm not really sure, no. But like what I said, the only way for PHR to go up is when a white knight arrives, no. And the white knight is Enrique Razon, no. So let's see what's next for Enrique Razon. No? He's currently doing a lot of shopping. He's in a shopping mode, eh, no. Uh, So it's one of the top gainers, so only for it to correct. You know? So what else? No? Russia, Ukraine, Espinet. There's nothing. Anyway, our passcode for today is freedom. No. I hope you're still there, no, listening, no. Monde. No, Monde also posted a record high revenues on back of 10.5% domestic sales growth in first quarter, no. So there. JFC, URC, Crown, we already discussed that. Medyo maraming busy lang, no. I'm trying to keep my videos short, no? Medyo na late na rin tayo sa pag-upload, no? But tuloy-tuloy, no? Let's continue doing this, no? ICT. So ICT also invested more than around 900 million in MICT for its information technology. Let's monitor ICT. It's one of the strongest index stocks out there, no? MPI. MPI also achieved a ESG rating score of 11 from Sustainalytics as they become the top ESG performer in APAC, no? RCBC, SM, RLC, ASEN, PHR, we already discussed that. Anyway, freedom, no? There's nothing we can know. Ricardo Atiliano, thanks for educating people on how or who we should elect, it may not go the way we wanted. At least we did our part. I agree with you, no. There's nothing we can do right now, no. So there's a lot of people who's quitting, no. They want to transfer this. We cannot stop them. What we like what I said, no. I like Lenny, but I'm also a pro Filipino. I will respect the majority, and it's the first time, no. If you notice, I don't know, sana walang dayaan, no. Duterte won 2016 with 16 million. I think Pinoy won with around 10, 11 million. Marcos won with 30 million. That's already majority. That's democracy if we remove the cheating, no? Of course, kasama rin sa election there will be cheating, but we don't know the extent, no? But I'm just hoping, I'm just praying he will not ruin the economy, no. It's for him to prove, no. There are some people, they're ganito pag-iisip nila, no. Japan in World War II is one of the intruder, no, enemy, no, enemy of the state, no. They're the one, no. But we do, after some time we forgave them, no? Pero iba naman yun, eh. I don't know. Walang logic, eh. But it's for BBM to prove na he's there for restoration or for what, no? I just hope na I'm wrong with my thinking, no? It looks like now the first thing he will do is probably get rid of PCGG, so he will not pay his tax liability. He will pardon Imelda Marcos, no. Then probably change history, no. Remove February 25. February 25 is EDSA revolution, no. Probably cancel that. It's very ironic, no. So this year is also the 50th anniversary ng martial law, no. Of course, there's some oppression. Definitely, I know because some of our family members were martial law victims, no. I just find it funny, no. People elected Marcos because they want to try Nutriban, no, which is a project of the US, not for the malnourished people. Ganun ka, di ba? Di ba? Devoted because they want Nutriban. Sana na lang mas masarap pa nga yung ano, eh, no? Bread talk doon. No? I don't know. I don't know with that kind of way, but they've been prepared for this. No? Anyway, let's just hope the next cabinet. I'm looking at the cabinet, no. I'm monitoring the cabinet team and his economic policies. Ganyan rin kasi naman yung nangyari in 2016, no. People started doomsday prediction with Duterte winning, but eventually we were able to survive. In fact, the first 3 years of Duterte were doing okay until yun nga, pandemic. There will be some irregularities, cheating or corruption issues, but wag naman garapal. But I'm just hoping na PGMA is there to at least control the situation in case BBM diba, decides to do something extraordinary, no. Of course, PGMA as the next speaker of the house, no, can just impeach him. Thus, PGMA will elect diba, Sara Duterte, no. So talagang there's a check and balance, no. Well, hoping, no, tama yung analysis natin, no. And with Sara Duterte leading Department of Defense, no, kabahan ka na, BBM, no. John Peter Jimenez, considering wala talagang fraud, mahirap mang tanggapin. We just have to accept it. It's what the majority wants and that's how democracy works. And I agree with you. Let's just stay vigilant and let's continue to pray for our country. May we continue to move forward as a nation. I agree, no. People are already people are talking about the possibility of declaring martial law, but I doubt, no. Compared to 1970s, people are smarter right now. There's internet, and in 1970s may gulo talaga, no. There's some NPA insurgencies, there's guerrilla warfare, no. Unlike right now, no. I doubt he will declare martial law. On what basis, no? Probably pag nag-declare yan, sugod yung mga 16 million pink allowance dyan, no. I doubt, no? Gaming Central, magtulong-tulong tayo na bantayan ang presidency ni BBM, and we have to make sure na wala siyang kalokohan. I agree with you, no? We just need to support him and just prepare for the next election, 2028, no? Presidential election, no? They've been prepared, eh, no? No? Ronnie Hartwell, looking forward sa election plus 6 to 12 months, no? Yeah, I agree with you. We just need some uh, clear fiscal policies, no? Like what I said, 5 out of 6 years yata, no? 5 out of 6 times the past election. I have data here, no? Syempre, you remove yung mga election bad years, no? Mga financial crisis. It's always a good year, no, for equities. Kaya the first 100 days is crucial. In one of the interviews nga kanina kay spokesperson ni BBM, no, what will BBM do in the first 100 days? They're very hesitant to discuss that, no. Sabi nila, the first 100 days is very short. We have nothing, di ba? Parang wala daw sila magawa doon, no. But I don't know, no. Gaming Central, it's time for BBM to deliver. If he doesn't, then I don't see him lasting for 6 years, knowing that he has a powerful vice president. I agree with you, no? 6 years. He's there for 6 years. If in case na may ginawa siyang kalokohan, it looks like PGMA is there to control the situation. No? Talagang napaghandaan. No? Ito, nakita nyo pala ito, no? Gaming Puff, nakita nyo rin pala, kaya I'm not worried of a BBM presidency. Pag nagloko yan, she has Mayor Inday to contend. Baka maging erap siya. I agree with you. Kaya nga, probably it's a blessing in disguise also that Lenny did not win this presidency. Why? If in case Lenny wins, but yung Congress kasi, no, the lower house and the Senate is composed of BBM supporters, di ba? Uni team, no? Biruin mo, the lone opposition right now in the Senate is Risa Ontiveros. She will have a hard time, di ba? Enacting laws na yung mga gusto niya. Mahirap eh. Unlike right now, it will probably a smooth transition. I just hope na BBM is there na, will not mingle in the cabinet, no? It looks like na he doesn't understand economics, pero sana wag na siya mag-mingle, no? Yun sinasabi natin, no? Is there, party na lang, just like ERAP, no? Panay party, no? WM, Jerwa, Blueberry, Cesar, Albert Baxal, Gerger, ERC, Jason Chan, thank you very much for listening, no? Stay vigilant, everyone, no? Let's hope for the best, no? Yun yung inaayawan natin, no? It's political crisis, coup d'etat, no? But as long as BBM and Sara Duterte control the PNP and AFP, there's no way a mutiny will succeed, no? Yun yung nangyari rin kay Duterte, no? That's why he's putting cabinet, he's appointing former generals, no, to key positions, no? By that way, natuto na siya from the best, no? Si Gloria Arroyo, no? By that, no, he's protecting his position, no? So they're really prepared, and even before the election, no, Duterte appointed several appointees, no, to COMELEC. So talaga hawak na nila yan, no. So that's it. Goodbye. God bless. Bye bye.